couple of celebs for this video. Matt Lynch is here as well. So go. Sorry. Max first. Bit of a roller coaster, wasn't it?
Half time was not a happy place. But we were poor, but they were poor as well. I mean, we woke up in the second half a little bit, but again, I didn't think we were amazing. But I don't care. I don't care. We've got the 1-goal lead. It would have been nice to get a couple more, but after that, I don't care. I think their goal took them by surprise. I don't think it was a Whelan mistake, wasn't it? Apart from that, they didn't have too many chances. I don't remember Jedstey having to do too much, but we didn't have too many chances either. It was a tight, scrappy game. I was surprised both teams did score, but a tough one on Tuesday. Draw and we get to Wembley, but it's going to be tough. Obviously, Gale got sent off here, and they got no Robson Kanu as well. So what they're going to do up front, I'm not sure. But Mings did look dodgy today, so I'm not too sure. But overall, I'm very happy after that.
You got it. Yeah. I was going to say, Mings, Gale, he did cause him problems, didn't he? And I think that was probably the difference in the first half.
Yeah, it was, and I thought Gale did cause some problems, but then equally Gale was looking to cause trouble today, and he did, and that's how he's ended up getting sent off, and that's to detriment of Baggies. So in the end of the day, I think Mings has done his job because he's wound him up to a point where he's got booked twice and he's got sent off. So it's job done as far as Mings is concerned.
Yeah, and to be fair, he could have gone earlier, couldn't he? He was a walking car today.
Yeah, he was ready to go for a fight today, I thought, and it's just sort of detriment to the way that we play football at the moment, though. We're so good and comfortable on the ball that Tuanzebe and Mings could have dealt with many players today, and Gale caused them problems, but to be honest, you look at it, Gale didn't have that many chances, if any, to note, to be honest, and that's what we did. He took his goal well, yeah, but that's a goal we gifted him, so at the end of the day, we've done our jobs, and to get him sent off is just a bonus.
What I thought, the reason I thought we never got going today until Connor obviously came on and scored was the Jack and McGinn. They did a number on them today, didn't they, West Brom? They kind of marked them out of the game.
They did. McGinn and Grealish, I wasn't expecting that. I think this would be Grealish's game, but it just wasn't. For me, he wasn't in that hole that we needed him in. He was finding himself on the wing a lot, which I wasn't a fan of. McGinn as well, that's one of his poorest games. Sorry to say.
Probably his poorest, I would say.
And that's, well, he doesn't have to, yeah. I mean, it's been amazing this season, but that was poor. They did a good job, to be fair, West Brom, up until, the 70th or whenever it was minute. But, yeah, they weren't great. I want to see more from them in the second half, and the second leg even. Yeah. But, yeah, they weren't amazing, but obviously Grealish won us that penalty. So he's had an influence on the game.
Got man of the match as well.
Did he?
Got man of the match, yeah.
Oh, well, there you go. Says a lot, really, doesn't it? But, yeah. They weren't amazing, but Grealish got the penalty, didn't he? So he's made an influence on the game. Fair play.
Two people I think are unlucky not to get that man of the match, and I actually think they are our two best players today. The two fullbacks.
Yeah, first half I wouldn't have said Taylor was great, but second half he came out and he was phenomenal for us. He was a lot better. He gave us an option out wide, and he was actually looking to make the crosses earlier than he was in the first half. He wasn't looking to play it back. Then, as you say, on the opposite side, Elmo, he's just so good for us. Hutton was never going to get a game. No, exactly, and that's what I mean though, is the fact that Elmo's been that good recently. He's been so consistent. Yeah, I had somebody sat behind me that was saying that Elmo was doing nothing for us, but he was the best outlet for us in the first half in terms of trying to create a chance. I think there was a couple early on where he swung them in from deep, and Abraham had one chance where he headed it over. So yeah, you're right there in the fact that we've got two full-backs that when they're allowed to sort of have a bit of freedom, we're creating chances from them, and that's what we expect of them.
I've gone on about it a lot. In fact, all of us have on the channel about Conor Hourihane. Obviously, he had the last time we played West Brom, he's getting slated. Today, he comes on and proves a real point and makes himself a hero.
Yeah, I would have before today. I would have started Whelan. Looking back, that wasn't the right decision. He gave the goal away, but he just didn't make too much of an impact today. He was a lot of sideways, backwards, but he's been better in the recent games. But today, he wasn't ideal, and I think it was Smith did well with the substitutions. Was it Green and Hourihane came on together? Yeah, that was a good decision. And they changed the game. Hourihane did change the game, and that goal, what a finish! I've just watched it back behind the goal. What a finish! It swings out. It's a fantastic goal. Fair play to him.
With Whelan, do you think the goal shell shocked him a little bit, because he kind of gone back to that Whelan that Steve Bruce Whelan, where he was taking too many touches for me. He wasn't moving the ball along quick enough. Do you think the goal shell shocked him, the mistake?
Yeah, 100%. I said to Max, if we'd have kept Whelan on and Whelan's in that position that Horahan shot first time, Whelan's taking 3 or 4 touches there, and that's because I think that confidence just had him after that moment. And I think it was undeserving. I thought fans got on his back a little bit after that, but then equally there's a fair few that chanted his name. So, in fairness, they dealt with it well, but yeah, it's unfortunate for him because he's been so good recently, and I think that one moment crashed him down. I don't think he's a confidence player, but I just thought, yeah, it just affected him, and it's unfortunate. But I think Smith did the right thing of getting him out the fire when he did and bringing on Horahan. And as you say there, Horan's changed the game, and for me, anyone that questions what Horan does for this team, he's just so good for us, and there's not many players in this league that would pull a goal out of the bag like that.
I mean, that's the difference with us and the other teams in the playoffs. I think you look at some of the players that weren't on the bench even today, but to be able to bring someone like Horahan on, Codger as well, Green, we've got good squad.
We have. I think last season there's no way we were winning that game. I think we might have got a draw under Bruce when we were 1-0 down, but the players came on and they really put in a shift, and a fair play to them. Even Codger when he came on looked lively, but yeah, this team really looked like they want to put in a shift for the manager. And last season, did we see that? I think it was tough last season, but this team I think's better. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I think this team's better, and I fancy us.
Yeah, we never know when we're beaten, do we? I mean, we get back to 1-1. You always fancy us to score again straight after.
Oh, 100%. As soon as we scored the first, you knew the next goal would be in the next 5 minutes, just because that's how we're playing at the moment. We are relentless. And that's what we were in the second half, is that West Brom invited that pressure onto us, and we just took every chance that we got. We were a lot better. I mean, I don't know what we were doing in the first half with corners, but in the second half we were actually putting them into the area. We were putting them into the area in the second half, and we were causing them problems. I think there's a few efforts on goal before even that 5-minute patch between the penalty and Horahan's goal. There were still chances that we had, so it was just a matter of time. And I mean, it's given on a plate for us. It's a Stonewall penalty, and Grealish caused them so many problems. I don't know who it was that conceded the penalty, but he dragged it away from him. He's never going to get the ball, so it's a Stonewall penalty. It's a stupid tackle, so fair play to Grealish. He's put himself in that position. People moan about him, but you have to put yourself in that position to get the goal, don't you?
Let's say West Brom fans moan about Grealish diving. Gale spent most of the game doing that kind of thing, so I don't know what they're going on about. On to Tuesday. Now, quick turnaround. It will be here before we know it. Do you think that's going to suit us now? Because they obviously we've got a lead to protect, so they're going to have to come out, and that'll suit us on the break, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I think if we get a goal, I'd like to think we defend a little bit more. I think if we get a goal, we got that 2-goal advantage, and just keep it tight at the back, which we weren't really fantastic at the back today. If we just solidify that, it's so tough on Tuesday. They're going to have to come out like you said, but with no Gale, no Robson Kanu, no striker to go alongside Jay Rodriguez, it's going to be tough for them. There's no doubt about that. But I think obviously it's only 3-4 days later. We're going to be full of confidence after getting those 2 goals close together. So I fancy us. I think we're going to do it.
Fancy us as well, Matt?
100%. I thought Baggies were toothless today, and there's no Gale in there. Phillips lasted 65 minutes, and he was puffing. So they've got no outlets, and with 2 of their main 3 strikers that they rotate out of it should be for us for the taking, especially with Baggies having to go out there and attack us. And our best form of play is when we're counter-attacking with the team we've got.
Fingers crossed. We'll have another great day, great night on Tuesday. Cheers for joining us, lads. If you enjoyed that video, why not watch another? Click the video choices on screen now to go and watch them in full. Be sure to subscribe to the channel by clicking our logo there on the left. Easy peasy.